Hello everyone, Marga here. Today I'm going to make a card with the beautiful penny black stamp 40877 streaming, and I thought I put the camera on. So what did I do? I cut a piece of watercolor paper and I lay down this stamp. And now you see a line on this stamp, and I'm going to look if I can put that line so. I think this is the line I must have. I'm going to look if I'm a little bit straight. Yes. Now I'm going to tape this, I think, or should I? No, I hold it with my hands because I want an upcoming sun here behind the trees and behind the line. And I'm going to start with the fossilized amber oxide. That's not handy. So. And a yellow brush. This. Maybe a little bit higher. Since a short time that I make English videos. I'm a Dutch girl and I'm making more and more English videos. And I'm starting to like it. I don't know every word in English, so sometimes it's I call it a thingy because I don't know the words then. I know them, but then I'm not coming up at that moment. How did I say that again? A little bit of wild honey in the middle. A little bit more wild honey. So. The camera is hanging far from me, so I must not put my hair in the camera. Now I'm taking the blue one, and the blue one is a Stormy Sky, and with the blue one I'm going from the outside to the middle. Till the yellow one. A little bit darker. I think the blue one must have a refill. I use the Stormy Sky a lot. Yes, and then I'm going back to the yellow one, to the fossil amber. First I make my brush a little bit cleaner, because I also used wild honey with it. And I go a little bit in that blue. So I blend it a little bit together. Then I'm using the blue brush again. So I think this is what I want, yes. And this is going to put aside, and then the difficult thing is coming, because I must line up this line exactly on that line. I'm going to try, but I'm going to use my stamping platform for that one. So I'm going to put, maybe if I'm laying that on a line on that. I used a sticky grit here. And then this is a little bit tricky. But I think I have it almost. So. And then I'm going to start with the trees. And the trees I do first, I go with the Tombow 098 with a flat brush, not with the tip of the brush, because then your brush is going, it's not working really fine for the next time. If you do that, then your brush is going, how do I say that? Marga, please. It's going stuck, and that's pity, because you can use the Tombows for a very, very, very long time. Then here. Line here also. And if I don't see it anymore, I go here back to the picture. Maybe I can lay it down. Now, I spritz a little bit with some water, a little bit misty, not much, not so. And now I hope I have done it on the right place. The skyline. It's a little bit lower. It's a little bit lower here. See, do you see? But maybe I can do something about that. Later. Or shall I do that now? Maybe I'm I'm going to try to do something now, because now it's not so dark. I'm going to wash it. With some blue here. It was a little bit tricky, I know that, but and that is. But here you don't see it. Here I think I'm not messing up with it. The yellow one. I stamp again later so I can go over it. That's not a problem. And then I'm stopping here. I want to have that line, yes, that one. So. Where was my yellow brush? Where was my yellow brush? Oh, yeah. You see, not everything is working as you want it to work, but there's always a solution for every problem. I go look in my camera how it looks. Yeah, it looks great. I'm going to stamp again with the green one. Maybe I do just a little parts of it, and it's not going to dry as hard. I think it was dry before I stamped it. So now I'm doing this part, and again I missed. Look at that, yes, that's what I want. Now the other parts. I'm hoping I'm in the middle of the camera. I have a tape here, because I always go out of the camera, so I tape where I must be staying. Oh, not forget to mist my yes, and now I don't want it all green, so I'm going to put a little bit of the brown, and this is the 899, into it. A little bit at the, you see the branches from the tree a little bit, so you also do the branches a little bit. Now I'm not making it wet. First I'm going to look how it's worked out. Yes, I think it's great. Yes. Now the rest of the so. Yes. Yes. Now, first of all, I'm going to do is with my water brush, not too wet, and going over the tree parts so they activate ink a little bit more. Here's my water. I'm going to look if my camera is rolling. Still rolling? Yes. This is too wet. You can do it also with an ink that is not water resistable, so with very fine also, but I like to make it a little bit look like aquarelle. But if you don't like that, you must use not a watercolor resist ink. Sorry. You see, I'm making the line a little bit darker here. First I'm going to do this one. Yes, and then I take the brown one. Where is my acrylic block? I had an acrylic block here. I do some of the brown on my acrylic block. Now I'm going to make the line a little bit more that you see it some places. And then I soften it a little bit. So. And now I'm going to do the other part of the stamp. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to look. This is stone. It's a little bit darker, so I'm going to put this one a little bit darker on the edges. And then this one was the darker part. I must look. And then I start at the top, because this is all water. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult to see, but then take your picture from your stamp. But most of the time I think they did a great job. So, and then also, oh, this is not a little bit, this is a big drop. Turn around. I have a great tool, but I always forget it. So now I'm gonna look like that. I'm going to do it once more. Try to do it really quick, and there's some water on it, so my brown is so. Yes, and then I do a darker, take a darker one, 379, and I'm going to look where I do the darker points. Here I'm going to do a little bit darker. Here, around the edges a little bit. So, now I give a little mist again. Look at that. Now I'm taking my water brush and my water, take a nip of my drink before I go further. And then I'm going to make that and you see the darker parts in it. You look a little bit, here is also some blue. I first go look where the blue everywhere is, and then I think I'm going to make the connections to each other. But first I'm going to look how it looks if I finish this. See, you see here also going to make it a little bit better. That is going a little bit faster. And that's okay, because this is a great, how do you say that? Great piece, a big piece, so you don't have to watch out if you do something wrong. Now here you had the stone, and I have some brown in it, so first going to do that brown part a little bit. So, and then I can work around it. And I think I'm cutting this off as I'm finished. Now I'm going to look, and then I see, if I look at the picture, here is more to the tree. and I think that is a little bit nicer. And here also. These are going to the tree, so that's correct. Maybe I do some of the blue ones on the how do you say it? Stamping block. And I'll make some darker parts here and then there. Oh. Or was this the darker one? I go look. So I make it more like a small creek. I think you call it creek in English. And so you can work as much as you want on your card. Till you are satisfied with it. I love this. I really love to do this. You can make it your own. Your own little project. And I love it because it's so very relaxing. I find it relaxing. No, not all people find that. But I really, really like this. And I always think, Margaret, don't make a long video. But every time the video is long. But I don't like to look at myself at fast videos. I want to see every move someone do in the video, so I can learn about that. So I don't like to do them myself, the faster videos. I have a look at the video that is going like a zoof zoof. I immediately turn the camera off if I'm seeing that here's a lighter spot, so I'm making it a little bit darker around it. I'm going to look in the camera if it's, yes, it's going to be something. And this is a white background and this is off-white because most of the watercolor papers are not white. That's sometimes a pity, but and I had white watercolor paper, but that was not from a good quality, so I was so glad I found it, and then it was really bad paper. Not a little bit bad, but a really bad. Some darker parts in between. And every time you look at your card, you see something that you think, oh, that I can do also. But I'm thinking I'm leaving it for now. I'm going to look in the camera because then I can see it. Yes. Maybe I want a little bit darker and a little bit darker. Well, have I a little bit darker? Let's go to the black side, I think. This one is a little bit darker. It's 569. That's what I wanted. Just a little bit darker on some spots. get more depth in it when you do more different colors are in it. That's why I wanted some parts really dark. And I told you, you can play it for such a long time. And I'm not a watercolor artist, so I'm doing only what I think is the right thing. Now you can see the different colors in it. And I must say I like that very much. This is too much. And a little bit of that same blue one here in the top. Not too much because these are small parts. Yes. I'm leaving it like this because I can work on it the whole day if I'm not stop. So, and I clean my acrylic block so I cannot do anything more. Then I'm going to take it off. This one I clean really quick. You see how many ink there's still on it? I think you can stamp it another time. So. This is going away. Also my stamp is going away. And then I want some white in it, really white. So I take my porcelain basket and the Dr. P.H. Martin's pen white. Oh, it was not the... So that's enough. Maybe I can take this. Must clean this because it's, you see how much ink there is coming. Now I'm going to make some white lines here. Just like the edges of the water. Turn it a little bit so I can work. My work is going a little bit handier this way, so. In the stone I want also a little bit more white. Also here a little bit. And here a little bit. Under the trees. And I hope you can see it. Not looked in the camera yet, but I'm so concentrated to do this correctly. Maybe I do just a little bit more, so it's more white. I have enough on my plate, so that's not a problem. Small parts are a little bit difficult. And I turn it around and I'm going to look. Does it look like snow yet? Some parts yes and some parts no. think I'm going to make bigger dots. Yes, that is better. Yeah, you must turn your work a little bit more than normally, because then you see what you miss. So I'm going to look in the camera if you can see it. Yes, so you can see it. And then I see myself the spots I missed, or that not thick enough. It's going to be better every time I'm doing something with it. So I think it's enough for the snow, but I want also a little bit splatters of snow. So I'm going to take some kitchen towel, because I'm a really bad one with splatters. I have everywhere splatters if I'm splattering. So I must have some more ink. Just a little bit more. There where I want it, it doesn't come. Yes, now it's coming. Is it enough? Here a little bit. No. Now I think it's enough. Yes, it's enough. I must clean my fingers. So, and it's wet. I dry it in the air because then the snow is nicer. So when it's ready and it's dry, I'm cutting this part off, and then I'm going to make a card of it, but that is that I'm going to do outside the camera. That's not important. The important part I had done. So I hope you liked it. Thumbs up if you liked it, my video, and hope to see you next time. I'm going to do more and more English, so I hope you like it, and I hope I see you back. So have a nice day, and bye bye.